I went from 44 million to 60 million in just a few hours, and my duo went from 5 million to over 22 million in the same time frame. And get this, we were loot running the same location together.
I've made so much money doing this fucking run, dude.
I have a brand new loot run strategy that is guaranteed to make you millions fast, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. And on top of that, you can do this with a duo, which increases your chance of survival exponentially. So here's how we did it. This strategy is going to seem complicated at first, but I promise if you just stick around and pay attention, everything will start to make sense. This loot run can be done by anyone of any skill level, and you can start with 0 rubles in your stash. Step 1, loadout. I'm going to keep this short and simple. Bring the biggest bag and the biggest rig in your stash. You want to maximize the amount of loot you can carry because trust me, there's a lot of loot on this run. Also, if you're able to, bring a stack of 400,000 rubles in your secure container. This step is not necessary, but it does help you save a lot of time in the long run, and we'll touch on that more later. Step number 2. Load into factory. Now hold on, don't click off the video. We're not money running factory, I promise. This is just a crucial part of what makes this loot run so special, and you'll find out why later. Once you've spawned into the raid, your only objective is to make your way to the courtyard behind the office. Inside of the courtyard gate extract is the transit to woods from factory, and this is what we're after. Once a minute has passed in the raid, go ahead and take the transit to woods. Step number 3, load into woods. Once you load into woods, the first thing you'll notice is that you spawn in the corner by the UN roadblock extract. And this spawn right here is exactly why we went to factory and took the transit. You see, when you take that transit, it will spawn you right here 100% of the time, always. And what makes that so important is that it is the closest spawn to where the loot run is. As most of you know, the new area on woods was discovered a few days ago, and this area is absolutely loaded with loot. So ensuring that we get the closest spawn no matter what is absolutely key. Getting over to this new area is a bit tricky, but basically all you need to do is crawl underneath this train and stick to it as close as you possibly can when you have to go around the wheels. Once you're over there, this is where the run begins. Step number 4, where to loot. Okay, really quickly in the new area, I'm going to go over where you guys need to be looking. The short answer is to just look around, open your eyes, and pay attention because there's loot hidden everywhere. But I will do a quick overview to show you guys some specific places where some of the good items are. First up, you're going to want to come in and loot this building right here. There's a door on the left side. Go through here. There's some duffel bags and a PC spawn behind that desk over there. Then we're going to come back out and we're going to head over the train cart into this area. If you check on top of all the surfaces and on the ground, there's going to be loot spawns everywhere in here. There's a duffel spawn right there. A couple of toolbox spawns, one on the ground over there. There's one in the back of this truck, and loot also spawns inside of here. Once we're done there, we're going to make our way over this way. You're going to have a box right here that you can loot, and then we're going to run down this edge. Toolbox on the ground right here. Right over there is going to be a food spawn. You can get sugar and super waters and moonshines there. And then we're going to come over to this garage. This is going to be one of your main hotspots. Let me go ahead and make it a little bit brighter for you guys. So check on top of all of the surfaces here, as well as these shelves. There's sometimes a duffel bag on this couch, shelves right here. Over here is going to be where all of the rare stuff spawns. So check on the beds. As you can see, we got GP coins right there. Check on this bed. This chair, rare stuff can spawn. It can spawn on the floor as well. I always check up here, and sometimes there is some stuff. There you go. There's a badge right there. So this is going to be your area for rare spawns. And then over on this bench, you can have duffel bags as well. So we're going to come over into this next room. Over here in the left corner, I found a moonshine on this stool. Check on top of this table. All of these surfaces right here in these shelves. Check on these as well. We got a cyclone right there. This shelf as well, and make sure you're looking at the top shelves that aren't quite eye level because sometimes stuff can be hidden on those. Check in the sink. I don't think I've ever seen anything, but there is a spot later on that I'll show you with sinks and stuff does spawn in there, so make sure you're checking this. Again, check on top of all of the tables in here, all of the shelves. Check on top of these tables. Right here you got a toolbox. Check on these shelves, and these shelves right in here can be an armor spawn. I have found a slick in there. And that's going to do it for the garage. We're going to come out of this back door. Let me turn the bright lights off. Check inside of this porta potty because you can find rare stuff in here. I've found bitcoins in here several times. You got a hidden cache right here. And then once we're done there, we're going to make our way over to all of the train carts. And then all of this concrete pad, you're going to check along the floor. There's going to be spawns basically everywhere all along through here. So just look at the floor. You will find stuff everywhere. Inside of this container, you've got some weapon parts, ammo, weapon box, stuff like that. Again, check along all throughout here. Ammo spawns right here behind these sandbags. And then we're going to make our way this way. Right behind here, you've got some industrial spawns on the ground. Come over here, you've got a hidden cache right here. You've got another hidden cache spawn right there. And then on this table, check there, and on the ground for ammo spawns. And then we're gonna make our way into Proper's building. Open this door, we'll turn the lights back on. Check inside of this bathroom. You're gonna check on the floor under the sink. There can be stuff there. Check inside of this bathtub. I found a blue intel folder in that bathtub. And then check inside of these two buckets. You're gonna wanna check this shelf, and this shelf, and then this back bathroom right here. Check inside the sink and on the floor right here as well. I found a blue intel folder right there. And then finally, we're gonna make our way into this room, and this is gonna be where the rest of the rare spawns are. Check this. I found good industrial loot there. Check on top of this bed, on the floor. I've checked up here a lot of times, but I've never actually found anything, but I still keep checking. Check on the desk. On this bed, rare spawns here as well. And then on this bed back here, even more rare spawns. And then sometimes you can get rare spawns on some of these surfaces right here. So make sure you're checking all of this. Once we're done there, we're going to head out this direction. And there is one more area that we are going to want to check. The fog went away, so you can actually kind of see the area now. Very nice. We're going to come over here and head up these stairs. And as we're going up, we're going to look at the ground right here. There are ammo spawns. I found a Golnick, BS, BP, all kinds of good ammo here. And that goes for any of these spots that I'm about to show you. Ammo spawn there. Ammo spawns right here, as well as an ammo crate. You got ammo spawns right here, on top of this table, on top of this box. Sometimes there's a weapon box right here. More ammo spawns right here. PS12B, as you can see, really good ammo. Ammo spawns on this chair, and sometimes there can be a grenade box right here. Once you're done, you are going to exit right here, and that is the conclusion of the run, and that is typically how I run it as a solo. So with that being said, let's get back into the video. Step number 5, leaving woods. Okay, so you've looted the whole area, your bag is full, and now you need to get out of the raid. You'll notice when you look at your extracts that you have to run all the way to outskirts in order to leave. But what if I told you that you didn't have to do that at all? Instead, we're going to run about 100 meters over to the woods to factory transit, and this is how we're going to leave the raid. What I'm about to show you is what makes this run so special. Step number 6, 2 options. Option number 1, if you're done looting and you just want to go back to your stash and sell off what you found, all I need you to do is take the transit, and while you're queuing into factory, just hit Alt F4 and close out your game. Quickly boot the game back up, and you'll notice that you're in your stash with all of your gear and everything that you looted. This is definitely a bug, but we're going to take advantage of it for now. Option number 2. This option is where things get spicy. Go ahead and open up the transit menu and send all of the best loot you found back to your stash. This is where that stack of 400k rubles comes in handy. If you're unable to send it all back at once, don't worry, I have a solution for you. If you happen to get a bug that won't let you send the items back, just move your cache out of your secure container into your rig and it should work. After that, we're going to take the transit all the way to factory and load into a raid. Once you spawn in, you'll notice that you're right next to the transit back to woods, so all you have to do is wait a minute for the transit to become available and then take it straight back to woods. Also, this is another opportunity for you to send more loot back to your stash through this second transit. And that right there is the full cycle of this loot run. As you can see, you literally just keep taking transits back and forth while simultaneously shipping off loot back to your stash. You can keep going back and forth between factory and woods until you die, run out of food or water, or just get bored of making all these rubles. Myself and my duo during those 4 to 5 hours found around 13 bitcoins, 2 blue folders, 2 intels, several power filters, and tons of rare items that sell really well. This run is great with 2 people, but it's absolutely insane as a solo. Step number 7, profit. Now that you guys know the run, I hope you full send this strategy and make millions and millions of rubles. I know a lot of people make videos on the best loot run ever, including myself, but this right here is unlike any loot run I have ever seen. The combination of this being fast, efficient, and overall pretty safe is what makes this one so great. And then on top of that, how you can just go back and forth between the transits and ship off loot to your stash is just another bonus to add on to it. Now, before I let you guys go, I need to tell you about one major flaw with the strategy that most of you probably already know about, and that's the fact that when doing the transit, you can possibly spawn right next to another random PMC who is not doing the transit.
I'm in the hole, I'm in the hole.
There's a guy.
I'm in the hole, Slick.
He's dead. He's dead. Yes. That's a big old oof, my friend. The silver lining to this is that if you are doing the transit, you can be prepared to spawn next to someone, whereas the other player will have no idea what just happened. It sucks. It's an unfortunate bug, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And with that, that's all I have for you guys when it comes to this new loot run. I've went over everything I could possibly think of, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or join the Discord if you want to talk to me directly. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.